Star Wars Outlaws is coming out later this month, and it's already marked for death. Some people are roasting it, some people are praising it, but personally, quite frankly, I'm appalled. Appalled that they would allegedly pay off all these creators and not me. I'm not good enough to be flown out to Ubisoft Island. You know what? Screw you and your trip to Disneyland. I didn't want to sweat my balls off standing in line to get a picture with Mr. Minnie Mouse anyway. Gaming has become lame as hell, pimp. Not even the bribes are as good as they used to be. And speaking of lame, we have great value Lilo and Stitch. Starting with the AI.
Gameplay for Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows was not only praised but also highlighted the cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine. Cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine. Cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine.
Ubisoft AI are very often touched with the tism, but now they are fully engulfed by the tism. Their chromosomes are under siege. Everything they do is 10 seconds too late and comes at half the speed. One of the funniest things I've seen them do in multiple videos now is they run closer to you, then they reach for their secondary, but it takes so long for them to draw their secondary that it's too late. Because Macho Man Randy Savage already bubbled them, IGN, does that feel like the blaster battles have stakes?
The blaster battles felt like they had meaningful stakes.
Thanks, IGN. What about this clip? Does this look like the blaster battles have stakes, PC gamer? Jesus Christ, it looks like I caught you at a bad time. I'll come back later. These AI just crave the great beyond, and I don't blame them. I would too if I were trapped in the one space game without busty alien women, or a second space game without busty alien women. And that brings me to my next gripe. Budget cuts. Hot alien women are a cornerstone of space entertainment. The pillars, if you will. Why else would we reach for the stars if we weren't damn sure that there were three-breasted women on the other side? You ever think of that? I didn't just strap myself to a giant dick-shaped Molotov cocktail just so I could see a regular old set of two. And another thing, I don't want to hear that face scanning is hard excuse either. They scanned in that ginger from Shameless, pixel perfect, freckles and all. But then when it came time to scan this actress's face in, all of a sudden we're using the NBA 2K face scanner.
Highlighted the cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine.
Don't even get me started on that little fucking knockoff Stitch, that little counterfeit. I could talk about this for the next 20 minutes, but this game's like fitting 6 pounds of shit into a 3-pound bag, alright? So we're just gonna have to keep moving. While we're talking about crap though, let's talk about this ship combat. Somehow this looks worse than Starfield. Save me, Todd Howard. This looks stiff as hell. Save me, Todd Howard. Stiffer than all be. Saturday at 7 p.m. EST as I live stream Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Ubisoft's new slogan should be, Ubisoft will show you that it can get worse. Look, we even made our logo worse. Save me, Todd Howard. Speaking of things getting worse, this game is chock full of bullet sponges. Look at this. It takes 4 body shots to kill an enemy, and that's not just on the stormtroopers. You go shoot a guy wearing cloth and he'll tank 3 shots to the chest. Fuck you. Fuck your lasers. My boy was wearing a cardigan, but now that sloth-like punch to the face and it's game over. And I can live with that in a game where you have 2 other primaries that actually do damage, but in Outlaws, this is the only permanent weapon you get, and every other gun is just a pickup that comes with 1 mag.
Highlighted the cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine.
And guess what? I can even make that hogwash work, but you bet your bottom bitch that better be one hell of a gun. And not a slow-ass basic blaster that shoots 10 seconds of disappointment then needs to cool down and hits too close to home. It's very clear that they want you to stealth, but then look at these takedowns. These have the speed and form of a chunky 70-year-old Steven Seagal. Look at that fat roll right there. It's like they tore Seagal away from an Eastern European brothel to do the mocap. It's kind of hard to describe, but they just kind of have that same look of a half-assed hit met with a stuntman that's doing his absolute damnedest to pay his rent this month. Many people are calling these the worst takedowns Ubisoft's ever done, but don't be dramatic, alright? Show a little respect. If you had seen the Caveira takedowns from Wildlands, then you would know that these are obviously the second worst takedowns that Ubisoft has ever done. Look at these Popeye punches. She reaches back into the prehistoric era to wind these things up. And in some of these takedowns, they go full Gollum and forget the punch sound effect. They ever doing Space Marine takedown just without the flood of blood that makes it look like they just killed the Kool-Aid man. Why the hell am I still here talking about this? I should be edging to Space Marine 2 trailers right now. Speaking of getting pounded, let's talk about the reputation system.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
The reputation system in this game looks like a ball of yarn. It's just something to keep you busy and give you the illusion that your choices matter, but in reality, nothing you do has major consequences. Don't believe my visions? Don't trust the foresight and foreskin of the mighty seven-eyed Fleek? Well, I started reading saying words recently, so check out some random shit I found in an article. Ubisoft has already confirmed my visions. Read it and weep. Over 10 years ago in Dragon Age Origins, you would accidentally erase an entire group of people because you button mashed through a cutscene. Here, your negative reputation makes it so you can't freely walk through cities during some main missions without getting caught. What happens when you get caught? You get escorted out to the front gate. Nope, you can't shoot them. You're in a city, and from everything I've heard, you can't pull your gun out in cities. And in fact, the stormtroopers will arrest you for being annoying.
Highlighted the cutting-edge capabilities of our game engine.
This truly is the second coming of Gollum. Cool notoriety system, though. But if I can't shoot civilians, pull out my gun in cities, or steal civilian vehicles, how the hell am I supposed to trigger it? I can't wait to find out. Ubisoft, you beautiful bukkake slop. Even though Outlaws looks like the exclusive rights lifted and you guys just cranked out some bullshit as fast as you could, I'm willing to leave all that behind if you are, for the low price of $10,000. For $10,000, I will be unburdened by what has been. I could find 10,000 reasons to love this game for that kind of money, in my honest opinion, of course. I promise you, when they give me that $10,000 and I schedule the next $10,000, I'll tell them, buddy, no, I want that all in quarters. I'm going straight to the jiggle joint after this. I'm gonna make it hail up in there. I'll tell them, listen here, buddy, the truth cannon's firing. I'm only doing this if I can put in the contract that I'm allowed to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You don't make those dollar bills. It's gonna travel light. Here's a little sample of what you can expect. You ready? Look at that grass sway. God, that is some good grass. While we're looking at this amazing grass, I want to offer my utmost honesty for the low price of $10,000 to the following games. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Love me some Shadows. Fuck history. I've always said that. World of Tanks. War of Thunder. Naraka Blade Point. Bro, did you see that? That grass just swayed. Raid Shadow Legends. The new Dragon Age. But you can work even further. See if I give a damn. God, that grass is just too unreal. Diablo 4 DLC. I'll puff past that titty milk with you guys. Bottoms up. God, that grass is just too unreal.